Hello and welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, to each and every one of you, because I just know you are feeling great today. You have got an air of excitement and happiness about you, and that is absolutely what it is all about. You know, these big Champions League nights, they lead to big emotions, and boy did we have that in abundance yesterday. We're going to be talking all about Barca's battling performance, the spirit they showed out there, the togetherness from the team, and of course we're going to be talking about plenty of individuals too, you know, the likes of Wojciech Szczesny. I mean, how good was Szczesny yesterday? We've got to talk much more about his performance, along with the Ballon d'Or conversation that needs to be had about Raphinha. It is all on the way, guys. Sit back, enjoy this feeling, soak it up, and let's do this. And I do want to say a very big thank you indeed right here to Yamia coming in on the super thanks. Really appreciate the support. And also here from Sadhu, who did enjoy my little joke about Raphinha. You know, if I get one laugh, then it's all worth it. I really do appreciate the super thanks coming in. It means a lot, guys. And let's just enjoy, let's just really delve more into what we saw from our team last night. Because can we just kick off by saying this is the first time in Champions League history that a team has won an away game after playing with a red card for more than 69 minutes of the match. No team has ever achieve what Barca did yesterday, to go away in those circumstances, to play for that long with a red and come out on top. And that is why after the game, Hansi Flick in his press conference, he was delighted with his team. And you could see, you know, the emotions on his face. You could see in what he was saying there. He was incredibly proud of his players, and that's a really special thing there for a coach, not only to be happy with what he's seeing, not only to be happy that we got a good result, but to feel genuine pride in that they work for that. They worked so incredibly hard, and we're all proud of them. We are proud here of the players, we are proud of the coaching staff, and what I'm most proud of here is that we learned our lesson. Because you look at the game there, first Champions League match day against Monaco. We got that early red card, and we were not able to respond in the way that we wanted there. It was a really poor start to our Champions League campaign. And yet, in this near exact same situation, it was a completely different response from Barca. And that's all we ask for. You know, you can make mistakes as a team. You can make mistakes there as individuals. You know, you can get a red card. You can concede a goal. But what it's all about in these big competitions, learn from those errors. Learn from those mistakes. What we've really been so disappointed with at Barca over these past years is that we haven't learned in Europe. We haven't learned in the Champions League. We keep making the same mistakes. But last night, we put an end to all of that. Last night we showed as a team that we're evolving, that we are adapting, that we are improving, and in this competition, and especially away from home, that is what we wanted, and that has been brought about by Hansi Flick, by the way. He is the man leading this team. He is the man leading this operation. And I think he deserves big credit there for the decisions that he made in terms of the subs that came on. Wasn't easy decisions to make there. He did very well. But not only that, he showed us last night some flexibility. Because we have seen all season long, of course, he really does stick with the high line, no matter what. But last night we saw a Hansi Flick who said, okay, the situation is demanding here that we do adapt, that we do change. And he was more than happy to defend a little bit differently, to drop a little bit deeper, to be a little bit more conservative, to actually structure ourselves in a different way. And what I think is really exciting about this is that we've added another layer to our game now. We have added another option in the way that we can defend. Because what you also can't forget is, look at the way the game went, look at the way then that we ended up defending. Who didn't see that coming? Benfica. When we started to defend there in a different sort of shape, when we were deeper, when there wasn't as much space in behind, they had no idea what to do. Their whole game plan coming into this game would have been, well, exploit the space, try and breach the high line, try and get in behind. We have a clear game plan based around that. Teams won't expect this here from Barca. At different points in the game, when situations demand us to be a little bit different, to adapt to the circumstances, we showed last night, and Hansi Flick showed we can adapt. But indeed, guys, as much as it was a real collective effort last night, every single player played their part. They had to. You cannot win with 10 men. You cannot win there for such a long period, one man down, without every single player pulling their weight and ultimately playing for each other. That is something that Hansi Flick has always demanded and wanted to bring to this team. That togetherness, that fight, and that spirit to run not only for you, not only for your interests, but to play for your teammates, work together, run for each other. But along with all of that collective effort, there was still individual magic in that Barcelona team last night. And let's talk first of all here about Pedri, who indeed actually received the Man of the Match award after the game there, which I think was interesting. You could have given it to several Barcelona players last night. Szczesny admitted that maybe he could have had half the award, and maybe that would have indeed been fair there. But can I just say about Pedri, he was wonderful though. I mean, there's no denying here, and you cannot understate what Pedri brings to a game like yesterday, because it was so tough, of course. Barca in possession there. We had 10 men, but it didn't look like it. And I think in terms of the possession stats, in terms of the passing stats after the game, you look at it there, it doesn't look like we were a man down. And the reason for that is because you have somebody like Pedri who can run the game. He can absolutely run the show. We're going to talk about Szczesny bringing calmness to the team, but in possession, Pedri's the organiser. Pedri is the man there, fitting everything together. And in a game like yesterday, whereby we did come under some serious pressure, there were points in the game where we felt as though we were under that pressure, wanted to get out. Pedri's your man there. He was able to carry the ball into really important areas of the field and just hang on to it, just to take that little bit of pressure off the defence for a minute or two. That can be the difference there. Somebody to take you up the field, somebody to have that calmness on the ball. But with Pedri, and as much as he is a brilliant player technically, as much as he does so much in possession, you also have to look at what he does without the ball. The amount that he ran yesterday was extraordinary. He covered there over 13 kilometres. I mean, that is incredible. He is running himself, running all game to give the team that extra edge, and that is extraordinary there. Pedri deserves an incredible amount of effort, and also notice the second Barcelona player on that list there, Raphinha. Extraordinary effort and maximum quality, as we're going to go on to. But Pedri last night, guys, I thought he was absolutely tremendous. He has been all season, and this man, he is world class. But indeed, guys, having said all of that, at the other end, in the goal for Barca, we had a match winner. It is as simple as that there. Because, if Szczesny had gotten the Man of the Match award, I don't think anybody, including Pedri, would have argued with that. It was dominant from him. And that is what I've been looking for from a Barcelona goalkeeper. I want somebody there to stand up and be counted. And in my personal opinion, guys, in my genuine personal opinion here, it has been a long, long time since we have seen a Barca goalkeeper in a tough, high-pressured, away, Champions League game stand up and be counted there. And to actually give us fans and all of those players out there real confidence, real backbone. That's what I felt from Szczesny yesterday. I did not feel scared. I didn't feel worried. I didn't feel anxious whenever the ball was in and around him. I had confidence. I had belief in him that he'd get us through this game, that he would help see us through. And if we as fans were feeling that, then just imagine how the players feel. Just imagine there being the defenders in front of Szczesny, being the midfield working in front of Szczesny. It gives you power. It gives you confidence there to know you've got the security behind you of a goalkeeper who can help win you the game. And Szczesny, after the match, I thought it was quite incredible what he said. He was asked there, is this your best game? Is this your best moment? He said, nah. He said, my best game is still yet to come. And what I love about Szczesny, and this again comes across on the field, the confidence. He has an air about him. He's got an aura about his game there. His attitude on the field, he's loving it. He is loving every single moment. And again with him yesterday, I don't feel that he's ever scared. I don't feel that he's ever under real pressure. I think he's genuinely embracing and enjoying every single moment. Because let's not forget, this guy was retired. He walked away from the game. He never expected to be in this situation again. He never expected to be in a high-pressure Champions League game. Of course he's loving it. He is living the dream right now. And that's the feeling that you get from him. There's no worry, there's no anxiety, there's no nervous energy. He is there to help the team. He is there to be that calming, confident influence. And that's why Hansi Flick said after the game, it is clear right now, this is a different Szczesny. In every game he's gaining more confidence, we're defending better. And he said, look, I knew that he could play at this level. I had seen this level because I see him every single day in the training sessions. And again, guys, Hansi Flick deserves massive, massive credit because at the start of 2025, we didn't see this coming. We did not see such a sudden and rapid change to ultimately take Peña out the team and replace him quite emphatically with Szczesny. Almost overnight, the switch happened. And that's again on Hansi Flick. It wasn't an easy call. It wasn't a call there that he had to make. But that's the thing about his style of management. He is not afraid to make the big calls and make the big decisions. And he saw this coming, and we are now reaping the rewards of that. Because can I just say, in terms there of Champions League performances, this is one of the highest rated performances ever recorded on the SofaScore app, guys. And we're going to be using SofaScore right throughout today's video. If you do want to see all of these stats for yourself, please do download the app using the link in the description below. That really, really helps the channel. But look at that right there. And I would just say right here and now, in terms of the Champions League, a goalkeeper is massive. A goalkeeper there can be genuinely the difference to you either going deep in the competition or you falling at the first hurdle. A goalkeeper can make or break your chances. I mean, even just look at Alisson, what he was able to do for Liverpool last night. They should have been blown away by Paris Saint-Germain. PSG had chance after chance after chance. Alisson kept them in the game, and they ended up winning it there. And that is why goalkeepers here, and having one at Barca right now who's feeling it, he is really showing us that quality. He is gaining in confidence. He's gaining in sharpness as well. Every single game, it's exciting. And above all else, it is vital for our Champions League hopes. Because indeed, guys, speaking about those hopes, speaking about those aspirations for the biggest titles, to come out on top in the biggest of games, you not only need a wonderful goalkeeper, you not only need a calming influence, a genius there in midfield, what you also need is a match winner. Because certainly Szczesny kept us in the game. Certainly there Pedri was helping control and organise from midfield, but we still needed that one moment of absolute magic. What a goal it was. Can we say again, what a strike this was. I mean, the way that he takes it on, again, you're thinking about the confidence, the fact that he's able to just take that on and bury it. It is a wonderful, wonderful goal. And this is the reason, by the way, that Raphinha, he is in the Ballon d'Or conversation. I don't want to hear any more people debating, oh, is he in the race? Should he be up there with Mohamed Salah, for example? No doubt he's having an incredible season, but I also hear people mention for the Ballon d'Or, like Mbappe, like Vinicius. Raphinha is there. He is right there, front and centre right now, because of the season he's having. And let me just tell you now, it's not because of the amount of goals or the amounts of assists there that he's putting in, which are already huge, but it's when he's doing it. It is the moments in which this man decides, I'm going to deliver. I am going to decide this game, the type of games, the type of occasion, because already, let's look at the Champions League here. We're again looking at SofaScore, looking at their incredibly accurate rating system here. Raphinha is not only the highest rated player in this season's competition, but he's the highest rated player by miles. I mean, there's nobody even close. There is nobody even that can only slightly challenge him in that department. He has not only been the best, he has been head and shoulders above the rest. And of course, in the Champions League, let's make it clear here, he has nine Champions League goals. Only Dortmund's Cubarsi has more. And by the way, he's played in the playoff matches, which kind of is a bit unfair there in terms of the top goal scorer charts. Raphinha didn't play the playoffs because he was too good to play the playoffs. So that is something to bear in mind there. Raphinha also has 4 assists in the Champions League, only 1 behind the leading assist makers. But what's even more incredible is that Raphinha has scored those 9 goals from 3.75 XG, expected goals. He is massively outperforming the chances that he's getting. Because you look at the game yesterday, that's not a chance. That is not an opening. That is not an invitation to score. And he still did it. And he did the same thing there against Bayern there. The goals were absolutely extraordinary. And you will struggle this season. No matter which players you believe have performed at the highest level, no matter which players you believe are the best in the world this season, I assure you, you will struggle to find a player who has been more clutch than Raphinha. And again, guys, can I just say, that's something else that we've been missing at Barca over the past years in the Champions League. When the goings got tough, when your backs are against the wall and you're looking around, you're looking there for a star performer. You're looking for somebody to carry the team, to put them on their back, to lead them to victory. He's doing that. He has done that all season long. When we need a goal, when we need a moment, when we need a decisive action in the final third, step up, Raphinha. Step up, Raphinha. And I gotta say, guys, I am absolutely just delighted with the fight, delighted with the attitude, delighted with so many things, so many different things that Barca showed us yesterday. You know we can win games comfortably. We know we can win games scoring plenty of goals. But last night we proved something different. Last night we showed that when the odds are against us, when times get tough, which they can do in a knockout European competition, we have the backbone, we have the unity to come through those kinds of moments, guys. And I want to know in the comments down below, how are you feeling right now? What does this tell us about this Barcelona team? What does this tell us about Hansi Flick's management at Barca? And do you believe right now that Raphinha is firmly in the Ballon d'Or race, guys? Let me know all those thoughts down below. What a feeling right now. What a win. And I will see you all soon. Thank you indeed for watching here. But until next time, as always, Vejka, Barça.